She said, "We're just friends," but got jealous when I was with another girl. The night she said it, the words landed like rain on a matchstick. "We're just friends," Maya smiled, soft and certain, as if she were setting a glass down gently on a table. No drama. No malice. Just a truth she'd already accepted. I nodded like a grown man who understood boundaries. Inside, something folded quietly, the way a map does when you've taken a wrong turn but don't want anyone to notice. I met Maya 2 years earlier in a place where loneliness hides behind noise, our office break room, humming with microwaves and tired laughter. She was the kind of person who remembered names and coffee orders, who listened with her whole face. When my mother was sick and I started coming in late, she covered my shifts without asking questions. When my car broke down in the winter, she waited with me in the cold, sharing a scarf and stories about her childhood in a small Canadian town where kindness was a currency you never ran out of. So yes, I fell for her. Slowly. Respectfully. The way you fall for someone who makes the world feel less sharp. But, just friends, has a way of turning into a room you learn to live in. I stayed. I helped. I laughed. I learned to tuck my feelings into a pocket and pretend they weren't heavy. Months passed. Then a year. And then I met Olivia. It happened at a charity run on a gray Saturday morning. She tripped over a loose shoelace at mile 2, laughed at herself, and I offered my water. We walked the rest together, trading stories about bad jobs and good books. She had a gentle confidence, kind eyes, honest silences. When she asked for my number, I felt something unfamiliar and warm bloom in my chest, permission. Our first date was simple. Coffee. A long walk. A feeling that maybe life was opening a window I hadn't known was stuck. The following Friday, Olivia stopped by the office to surprise me with lunch. She wore a yellow sweater that looked like courage. When she reached my desk, she squeezed my hand, easy and unafraid. That's when I saw Maya. She froze mid-step. The smile she always carried faltered, just for a breath, like a candle flickering in a draft. Her eyes moved from Olivia's hand in mine to my face. Something tightened there, confusion, then something sharper. Jealousy. Later that day, Maya found me by the elevators. "Who was that?" she asked, too quickly. "My girlfriend," I said, testing the word. It fit. She nodded, but her voice cracked. "I didn't know you were dating." I wanted to say, "You told me we were just friends." Instead, I asked, "Are you okay?" She smiled again, but it didn't reach her eyes. Of course. That night, my phone buzzed. A message from Maya, "Can we talk?" We met at our old spot, a quiet diner open late, the kind with chipped mugs and forgiveness in the air. She stirred her tea until it went cold. "I didn't expect it to hurt," she said finally. "Seeing you with her." I took a breath. "I thought we were clear." "We were," she said quickly. "I mean, yes. Friends. I guess I didn't realize what that meant." There it was. The twist I hadn't expected. Not a confession. Not an apology. Just honesty finding its way out. "I never wanted to take you for granted," she continued. "You've always been there. When my dad passed, when I moved cities, when I doubted myself. You were steady. And I assumed you'd always be here." I looked at her across the table, at the person who taught me what kindness looked like on an ordinary day. "I stayed because I cared," I said gently. "Not because I was waiting." She nodded, tears finally breaking through. "I know. That's what scares me." In the weeks that followed, the tension grew. Olivia noticed it before I said anything. "You're carrying something," she said one evening as we cooked dinner together. "You don't have to hide it." So I told her. About Maya. About the years of friendship. About the night at the diner. Olivia listened. She always did. When I finished, she reached for my hand. Kindness can be confusing, she said. But you don't owe anyone your heart just because you're good to them. That was the moment of realization I needed, not a permission slip, but a reminder of my own worth. A few days later, Maya called. Her voice was small. I'm moving, she said. Back home. I got a job offer. It feels right. I'm proud of you, I said, and meant it. Before she left, we met one last time. She looked lighter, like she'd set something down. I needed to learn this, she said. That love isn't about possession. And friendship isn't a promise of more. I smiled. And I needed to learn that choosing myself doesn't make me unkind. We hugged, long, honest, final. Life didn't turn into a movie after that. Olivia and I had ordinary days. Disagreements about dishes. Laughter over burnt toast. But there was a new clarity between us, a kindness that didn't cost us ourselves. Months later, I got a postcard from Maya. A photo of a lake at sunrise. I'm happy here, she wrote. Thank you for teaching me how to let go with grace. I pinned it above my desk. Because sometimes, the most meaningful act of compassion isn't staying where you're comfortable, it's allowing each other to grow, even when it stings. And sometimes, the truest friendship is the one that ends honestly, leaving room for everyone to find the love they deserve. In the end, we were all okay. Not because things went the way we once imagined, but because we chose kindness, truth, and the courage to move forward.